Hi, I'm Q, and I play Vox Windbler. Vox is a half-elf fighter and assassin rogue. She was born and lived most of her life in Asparia at the end of the Salt Valley. Her parents are Ava Windbler, who knew Perrin when they both lived in the Feywilds, and Turan Windbler. Ava's half-brother Balak murdered Turan, imprisoned Ava, and controlled Vox's uncle Theon. This results in Vox being thrust into chaos instead of the peace she had known. She eventually finds love with Reviana Brighthand, the captain of the Royal Guard, before Balak frames Vox for murdering the king of the Salt Valley, and manipulates circumstances to cause her to travel to the Dreadspire, leaving behind everything she knew. Now she travels the world with her found family, her talking sword Brightburn, to create a better future for those she loves.
Howdy, my name is Sean, and I play Atticus Phoenix. Atticus is a human fighter with a champion/homebrewed mage slayer archetype. Atticus hails from one of the oldest royal houses in Nymeria, the House of the Phoenix, which is nestled deep within the South Green, but has been wandering the continent for some time as a knight, pledging his sword to upkeep the memory of his family and to protect the people of the land. He is haunted by an ancient entity known as the Darkness, which has cursed him and his entire family with a plague that has left him and a few others as the last of their name. Atticus is the father of Atlas, his long-lost son, best friend to Cletus the Grand of the Hill Giants, former partner of Burgent Fellhammer, and designated leader of the party.
My name is Tyler James, and I play Perrin Meliamne. Perrin is a wood elf, bard, and ranger. Perrin was born on the Golden Shores to fulfill a lost prophecy before he was transported to the Feywild to escape the land's destruction. There he was raised by a figure half forgotten to all Nymeria, and eventually traveled the land under the control of Balak Morgrasp, while learning to be a con man and wanderer. He seeks to find peace between the necessity of violence in a cruel world and his deep love of life in all its complexity. Perrin is the adoptive father of Fauna, a pledged squire of Atticus Phoenix, keeper of the Door Realm Key, companion of Amos the Mockingbird, and wielder of the Ornament of Rights.
My name is Aaliyah and I play Fauna. She is a witch raised in the Evewood Coven that was recently wiped out by the Night Guard. Although Perrin is the closest thing she currently has to a father, her real parentage is still a mystery, as are the horns, which seem to be some kind of curse. She has a black cat familiar who is her best friend and constant companion, and has now found a new family in the ragtag party she has joined up with on this adventure.
My name is June, and I play Nyxloon, a shadow elf, divine sorcerer, and rogue assassin with our shared pronouns of she/they. The last remaining heir to the Nightlands and prime of the Court of Night, Nyx was secreted into an enchanted locket to survive an ancient war, where they were soon lost to time and the whims of their Loomstone's wielder. From close friend and confidant of the Queen, to gauche pawn and ruthless assassin for the Speakers, Nyx was passed from many hands throughout history, and changed much of it. Now freed from the Loomstone's control, Nyx has only 3 goals: repay their life debt to Atticus Phoenix, protect their godson, Perrin Meliamne, and reclaim what was stolen from them in memory, identity, and homeland.
David Lynch, you were a real one.
And there's
You smoked,
check.
you smoked a
Yeah.
pack a day since you were
Sorry.
8 years old.
Whoops.
Honestly, lived longer than
All right. Well,
probably
after
should
that
have.
whole, I think the recap matters for all of you. Is what the recap matters for. So we are here in the garden. Let me just get rid of this because it's unnecessary. Okay. Here in the garden. Actually, before Atticus, before you do, why don't I just kind of get a rundown of like where I want to know where everyone kind of set up their little bed down spaces in the garden when it wasn't their turn for lunch. I know Perrin kind of had a space by the fire.
Perrin has also spent at least half of the night talking to every insect or bird that goes by, just like casting speak with animals over and over again, and talking to anything that goes by to try to figure out if anybody saw anything
Great.
more unusual than the current party.
Yeah, I will like animals coming. Obviously, the space is filled with it, so there are animals here. There are
Yeah.
insects. When we talked about this place before the garden grew, it was desiccated. It was a wasteland. This ruinous blight on the landscape held no life here, and in the night, since the garden has come, life has begun to return here. I'm going to roll, actually, there's a lot of these little creatures. I'm going to roll a perception check with advantage to see if any of these little critters know something.
Don't tell me what you rolled
I know
up.
that.
I have to talk to a
It's in my
rabbit or
purse.
something.
In addition, give me a nature check, Aaron.
That's pretty good. What is my nature thing? 19.
What's my name?
Okay.
What's my age again?
But alternate parent
What's my
had
nature
like
check?
reverse skill sets on almost everything. He had no charisma at all. and
Yeah, we
I
know.
think he was like all wisdom, I think, and this parent's intelligence and charisma and dexterity. And hey,
On a 19, you don't get a lot of answer. Like the insects tend to be more interested in exploring the garden, so not a lot of them are quick to speak to you. A lot of the smaller mammals, little amphibians, things like that, kind of are there and then gone quickly. 19. There is essentially what looks to be like a small little fox squirrel. Basically, it is a fox about the size of a squirrel.
okay.
Kind of more of a like dark gray in its coloring. It's got those larger, those like finnick fox ears with a really large.
Yeah.
And,
Perrin says, pss, pss, pss.
He comes over to look at you.
Perrin digs around in his pockets and finds like a pistachio or something. He's like, do you
Ganon.
So
do
specific.
you want this? Yeah. Cool. Hey, on your way up here, probably saw all these new plants, drew your attention. Did you see anybody walking away from here? Like, no? Did you smell anybody walking away from here? Come on, smart guy like you. Did you hear? Well, alright, how's that pistachio?
It's better than the body.
It's better than the body. Which body?
Big.
Yeah? Whereabouts? I can clean that up for you.
Clean up food.
Well, yeah, look at all these plants and things. Wouldn't you rather eat all this nice stuff?
Over there.
Perrin, follows the gaze.
Kind of far edge of the garden to the right, it'd be about, 7-8 minute walk
Okay.
probably to get over there.
Perrin just kind of, whistles at Amos to get a, overhead, triangulation, make sure it looks like
Yeah,
something.
you go to whistle for Amos, you look around, you realize that Amos is not right there with you.
God
all.
damn it. No! Perrin falls on his knees.
What's wrong? you out of pistachios?
No, my friend is not here, and it always scares me when my friends aren't where I left them.
So you don't want to know why I know it's a pistachio.
Didn't I say that? I just assumed you were quick to pick up. Why did you know?
I am. No,
Oh.
nothing.
Oh. Did I miss a side quest hook right now? What do you mean?
Looks at you, quirks his head for a little bit, sniffs, doesn't smell any more pistachios, and just takes off through the underbrush. On the 19 nature check, you see as it goes to like dash underneath, there is a little, what looked to be like, single bushy tail. I think you've never been to the Nightlands, so you're not terribly familiar with the fauna here. You have seen.
It's so funny.
Yeah, no.
I mean, honestly, fairly accurate.
Yeah.
You're not familiar with him here. As it runs, you see the tail kind of like flicks out to, it's not one, but 3 tails, and just disappears into the bush. You would be familiar with, like, usually when creatures like this have variegated tails like that, things like that, they tend to be fey in origin.
Perrin stands up to follow. Then he looks at everybody like laying down and sleeping and sits back down. And then he stands back up and then he kicks a rock and he's like, fuck! Then he sits back down and patiently waits.
Perrin, you okay?
If you're awake, we could go check some stuff out.
You just shouted fuck.
I'm fine. I'm out of pistachios.
What's wrong, man?
I'm
Did
out
you
of
run out of
pistachios. It's fine. It's fine. Just go to sleep. We'll deal with it in the morning and or nighttime. I'm confused at this point.
What time is it?
It's gray?
That doesn't help at all.
It's whatever time you make it. If you're smart, you'll get on a rhythm now.
Kurt would have loved this time. And Atticus cuddles with his gigantic sword and goes back to sleep.
Atticus, as you were like kind of like trying to like go back to sleep, just because like if it's gonna be fucking night, like sleep till you're not tired. Who cares when you wake up? You get a little ping from your speaking mirror.
My boy! I pull it out.
It's only been about 24 hours, but the last time you spoke with Atlas, Atlas was getting ready to walk through a door to Orsai.
Yeah.
You can only imagine a 12-year-old with his curiosity set loose in a city like that, how much he has learned in just 24 hours. And he's calling you down. Daddy, are you there?
My boy, oh my gosh, what? Tell me everything. It's been
Atticus,
so
people
long
are trying
since I
to
last
sleep.
spoke
Jesus.
to you.
We're not.
Shut up!
Crazy. No, the city, it's crazy. It's built into this giant tree. It's got all these rings. The libraries, they're amazing. I feel like I've already learned so much. Ari's showing me around. I'm in the 3rd ring right now. It's I think it's so cool. Like every ring is built around like a school of magic. I think I'm in the ring of enchantment. Anyways, I'm in the. Hey, where are you?
Honestly, son, I don't know where the fuck I am. It's always not. Definitely the Nightlands, because it's always fucking night. But just pardon my language, sorry.
It's only been like one day. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Or one night. Or one. Fuck.
Atticus, you're looking at one to. God damn it. Atticus, you're looking up. Give me a nature check real quick.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever made a nature check.
First time for everything. Arc 3.
A 4.
Amazing. There are these like long, like kind of conical purple hanging flowers that are sort of like right above your head, kind of like tickling. Like it provided this really nice fragrant sort of like curtain, and I think instinctively like going underneath it to sleep was just like, oh, this way when the light hits me in the morning, I won't wake up so early, and then it's just moonlight, and you don't really need the cover of. There's these long purple flowers. You notice that Atlas is looking like the way that the speaking mirror, like you can see the background. It's not just like an image of you. So the garden is framed behind you. Give me a perception check too, real quick.
All right. All the bad stats. A natural one.
Amazing. All you can see is your sweet, sweet
Killing
boy.
it.
He's just beaming, looking at you.
Is that a little mustache I see coming out?
Dad, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. You see, just like
My boy's becoming a man.
Dad,
I miss my son so much. I miss my boy.
Understandable.
Yeah.
It's been like 2 weeks. Dad, are you in a garden?
Yeah. It was like this place where a horrible, unspeakable thing happened, and I don't know, it just became beautiful all of a sudden.
That's amazing. I don't know if it means anything, Dad, but look at this. You can see Atlas turns the speaking mirror around. And you are, no check needed for this now, you're looking at this garden that Atlas is standing in. He's showing you like kind of just this little panoramic view. You start to recognize the plants because they're the same plants that you are surrounded by. These hanging conical purple flowers, these large things that look like almost like more lily-like birds of paradise erecting out of the ground. Yeah, I don't know, it's weird. I didn't think things like that grew in the Nightlands.
Yeah, I mean, fauna changed the landscape, right? Who changed the landscape?
Yeah.
Fauna just made this place beautiful. Do you know what this? It smells delightful. And he's gonna like turn the fucking selfie camera. His fucking
D&D FaceTime.
Yeah, I think it's wisteria. It tends to grow or be planted whenever. I mean, some people, I think, say it's used to lure Fae to a location, and other people say that you put it there to trap them. I mean...
How loud is this thing?
I'm so loud, dude.
Are you like old man how like you put it on speakerphone and crank the volume down in your bud?
Perrin, like, for whatever reason, where they are and they can't, Perrin thrashes through the underbrush, like, directly over. What was that? What about Faye? Say that again. Say the part with the it's wisteria.
First of all, say hi to my boy.
Hi to my boy.
Hi, Perrin.
No, I'm his boy. No,
Hi,
wait. You
Atlas.
say hi to me.
Yeah, hi to my Perrin.
That's
Yeah.
a good. That's a good.
I love you. I've never said that to anyone.
Not even me.
It's
That
Fucked up.
feels like a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. That's
Dad, I'm sorry. Dad, I didn't know I was on speaker.
You know me here. You know my hearing is.
okay. So
great,
wisteria, I think I saw a Fae. That's why I shouted and woke you all up. But then I was like, no, be good. Respect their rest and let them sleep. But I don't know if it's been
You saw-
canonical long rest or not. But now you're all awake.
Wait, Perrin. You saw Faye?
I mean, maybe they were real Fae about it, if you know what I mean. Like,
Fishman.
Yeah.
Just turn around and kind of like dangle his legs up. He's like, so what do you think about Nick's?
No, but see, and the thing is, what I gave it a pistachio. See, I gave it a pistachio. I think I gave it a gift. So like, is that a problem?
I said, dude, what do you think of Nick's?
Alice, am I gonna die?
Everyone is so awake.
I'm awake now. Fauna's not awake. She's like off in a little nest that she made herself like
curled up
further
in a
out from
tree.
camp. Yeah, she's just
She has
sleeping.
elbows that go the wrong way.
Perrin and Atticus, both of you give me insight checks.
Insight. That's a skill that I have.
So cool. I'm sorry.
I know, isn't it?
24.
Was it 12?
Yeah, makes sense. It's
17.
your boy.
Do I get advantage because he's my boy?
No.
And I love him?
No, you get love. Unfortunately, gives you no advantage.
He's gonna turn around. We'll
Oh yeah, that's fair.
24. Atticus, you're looking. You know your son well. Giving this information, like you can see, he's not present for the conversation anymore because there is a wheel turning in his head, putting things together. And he's just sort of gone silent, like spaced out.
Atlas, is it good? Can you still hear us? Can you hear me?
No, I hear you.
Hold it up higher, Atticus. You got to get
No, it's not a reception.
Atticus hands it to Perrin and lifts Perrin up.
There we go.
Better.
We're 40 feet in the air.
It's so much worse. I'm kind of afraid of heights.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know you're gonna be like 7 feet tall, like your dad.
Huh.
It's a lot to throw on.
When you're really tall, you're actually usually pretty scared of heights.
I feel like Atticus just reversed.
Yeah,
Perrin.
I'm just holding Perrin. I brought Perrin in, and like I'm talking into it, but directly to Perrin as well.
I feel so safe.
Does that mean that all my worst nightmares are just going to be falling down the stairs?
No, I mean you can always sit and scoot,
I've fallen off a cliff
That
before,
seems like a different kind of nightmare.
You should learn that one.
Hey. Hey.
So, you're in a garden that just bloomed because you said because of fauna, right?
Yeah, fauna? Where are you? Amos, where the fuck are you?
If you want to, you can give me a survival or perception to try and go track down Amos while this is happening.
Perception, 27.
Atlas is looking to you, Atticus. Dad, I don't know how much you know about the Nightlands, but out of every place in the mortal realm, the barrier between the Feywild and the Nightlands is supposed to be the thinnest. They say that's the last place there was ever, a natural opening to the wild path.
Oh.
I need to do some research, but do you know where fauna came from?
Hey, Perrin, where did fauna come from?
Okay, well, when a mind-controlling wizard and a well-meaning elven ranger love each other very little, Perrin kind of searches his memory and he's like, I think I picked her up somewhere and brought her to the Fae, and then we left. But I don't remember exactly where. I don't really remember where Balak sent me. I'll think about it. It's very blurry.
Yeah, I have no fucking idea. At least I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm gonna do some research. This is the right place, I think. It's weird. Garden's the same. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot the reason I called. I know you're busy over there and you've got your own thing going on, and I don't want you to worry. I'm perfectly safe here in North. I mean, honestly, it's probably even safer than Phoenix Manor. So you don't have to worry about me. I'm safe. Nothing's gonna happen. And I now realize I've been talking about that too long.
I'm not worried. You're in grave danger.
Will you blink twice if you're in trouble?
I don't even know.
Perrin, can you open a portal to
No one here
right
seems
now?
to be that worried about it. They said it's a usual thing sometimes in like an upset like this. I know with the regent switching and Vox's mom Eva taking over, but well, Dad, Asparia's declared martial law.
What was that?
The Night Guard have taken control of the city, basically, not by force. The word is that it was by request from the regent, and since giving that request 2 weeks ago, she hasn't been seen.
Vox is sitting, speaking with her eyes shut, and quickly is whipped back up, eyes open. You're telling me my mother hasn't been seen?
Atticus passes the phone to Vox and goes, "Talk to Auntie Vox, all right?"
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, I don't really know anything more. No one here seems to be that concerned about it. I think Orsad is just kind of, it's its own place with its own laws, and it doesn't pay a lot of attention to the politics of other places in Namira, but I can certainly ask more. I can find out who knows anything.
Yeah, I'm concerned about it. Find someone who can talk to Riviana. You remember her. Find someone who can speak with her and find out more.
Don't tell them why, Atlas.
We don't even know why.
All right. I'm gonna take it. You're barking at my son a little bit.
Hold up.
Does Atticus like?
I also have a table talk.
Does Atticus have any contacts in Orsad? I don't know. He's probably been there, but
roll me a persuasion check.
Perrin knows about the whole shapeshifting thing, right? Because we talked about it, and it's all but nobody knows that Perrin knows or why Perrin would know that. But he knows about that about Eva.
You do now because of the conversation that took place.
Right, that one.
23.
23. You have several notable friends. One of them actually being a librarian. Makes sense for Atticus. A librarian, which means that they are essentially either the wizard or the artificer, depending on but in this case, a wizard in charge of one of the libraries in the first ring, which is abjuration, the magic of protection. And it would make sense if the people who are the most concerned with the protection of Orsad were the most informed of what is going on in the world around them.
All right, my beautiful baby boy. You need to go to the first ring. I have a friend that is a librarian there.
Let me look up. Actually, hold on. I have a name right here. Hold on. Let me look it up specifically, so we don't just have to rip it. Because it is. Yeah, no. This is going to be tied into something. Let me see if I can find it in my notes.
Very quietly. The library.
Where?
He would shush me and brush my hair. And call me a good boy.
Oh my God. This is notes from another campaign too. So it's. Place of interest.
Is that important for anybody?
Rings.
No. No, stop. That's fine.
Okay, if I can't find it here in a second,
Don't
we're
touch
gonna
That's where it belongs.
we're gonna skip past it.
Into this notebook now. Just this campaign.
God.
And all the pages I tore out. I should get my phone right now.
Yeah, there's one other spot I can look for it. Hold on.
Oh, I realized I got that stuff down.
It is. Oh yeah, it's definitely here.
Lower.
Arnie Rootburn.
Arnie.
Wow, I love that.
Oh.
What is
name?
It's little gnome wizard in charge of one of the libraries in the circle, in the ring of abjuration. Rootburn.
I'm now.
Rootburn, yeah.
I love the vision of a little gnome stroking your hair, telling you, calling you a good boy.
Atticus laying in his lap, which is all of him.
I ask for Arnie Rootburn.
Yeah. Okay.
Or as I called him, Rootin' Two.
Got it.
If he doesn't believe that you're part of the prestigious Atticus or Phoenix family.
Whoever the fuck I am.
Who am I?
I got the crest on me. I'll check in with him. I'll find out. I'll get back to you as soon as I can.
All right. I love you.
I love you too, Dad.
I hope you're having so much fun.
Yeah, I kind of am.
I know you are.
Yeah. Amazing. That wraps up. Perrin, you got a what on perception?
27 to find Amos.
27 to find Amos. You start searching. Doesn't take long to hear a particular little bird song that you recognize. Getting through, this is like the plants are exceptionally thick in some parts of the garden. What would be like in most gardens, like, you know, a stone wall covered in ivy is basically just like trees that have sprouted up and have so much vegetation between them that become like these thick curtains that you have to kind of parse your way through. Mm-hmm. You come into a little clearing. You see that Amos is perched on your sister Paralandra's shoulder. You know, she's got that white curly hair kind of like foaming off to her wig. She's just sort of like wearing a tunic, simple sleeping garment. But she's sitting there on a stone in the middle of the glade, and you can see like quietly, you can't hear the words, but like quietly talking back and forth with Amos.
You guys good?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I just, give me an insight check.
1.
Amazing. Yeah, it's super annoying that Amos wasn't there when you
Yeah, Amos, we got like shit to do.
Okay.
For like staying alive.
You see that there's a momentary, just like a little like, Paralandra leans her head in a little bit, and Amos just gives like a quick little like beak peck, like tap right there on the cheek, and then flits over to you. What do you need?
Like I'm sorry to interrupt. Like it's cool that you're having
it's
it's
okay.
just like there's Faye here, so like we gotta be on it. I need you to do something, which is actually different than it was. So I noticed that when I've sent you to go talk to people, you've been able to kind of like notice you're picking up a little bit of door action. You're kind of
it's cool. I just have in my mind the person I need to find, and then I find them.
Yeah, it's like you're able to send a short message of 25 words or less to a creature that I'm familiar with.
Almost.
Yeah. I need you to go find Eva and ask her if she's okay.
Go find Eva. Okay.
But I need you to be positive in your heart that you are going to Eva Windvalor and not someone who looks like Eva Windvalor.
Got it. Okay. What do you want me to say?
Are you okay? Do you need help? Are you okay? Are you okay? Do you need help? I love you.
I don't think you have to do the full 25 words.
I should say that more often. It's important to say to those we care. I guess that's about it. I'm
well, we could certainly take out one of the "Are you okay?"s probably on the way there.
I mean,
no, you know what? It's fine.
You know what? Yeah, change that to "you good."
Yeah. Cool. You good.
You okay?
All right. Bye.
Question mark.
Splits off. We get Fauna.
And Baron's like, is there anything else I need to do? No.
That takes care of it.
Fauna, I need you. Roll me a perception check.
$25. Is that good enough? Or?
That's pretty perceptive.
25 is pretty good.
Does that hit?
On a 25, you're just kind of starting to wake up in this garden that you created. It came from you.
Yeah. I have a question. If there's also animals, did I create the animals too? Because like, I can like grow plants out of the ground, but like, where did the animals come from?
God. I cast create sentient life.
I'm going to give you on a 25 perception. You're looking around. You're seeing some of these animals. Some of them would be animals that you had recognized so far as being native, and so you think like overnight, this being such like it is this lush, verdant place that has sprung up in the middle of like, I mean, essentially. Aside from the fact that there was this ruinous blight here where the ritual took place, it's still a desert too. So for something this lush to grow up, it's going to attract any animal outside of that blighted, like they're going to immediately just come here. Resources, like, and so you slept here for the night. That's certainly enough time for animals to start to come into this place. On a 25, though, some of these animals just seem a little different. Not quite what you would have expected for the Nightlands.
Do I recognize any of the ones that seem different? Or like...
You don't recognize any. But I think that there is a moment. In fact, we're gonna do this right now. Everyone else is kind of like, I mean, I don't, if Vox and Nyx are still kind of like in that general area, everyone's like kind of started to disperse a little bit around the camp. You were a little ways off, just sort of curled up in your own patch of vegetation. You wake up to, when you went to sleep, Cletus was there with you, but Cletus had a watch to do. You wake up to there's just this soft little gentle velvet touching on your nose. And as you wake up, you're looking over you. You see this large creature, probably about, it's got 6 limbs. It is a bit like a stag, except that the legs are a little more bowed out to the side to kind of make room for the 6. And instead of hooves, it almost has kind of these little knuckles that it walks along on. Longer, a little more gaunt body than a stag, kind of almost has that hollow, protruding a little bit bird rib cage, kind of a little bit more pronounced than a stag would be. So kind of gazelle build, maybe a lot lighter. Several sets of these beautiful yellow eyes going up the side of its face, and these big black antlers that kind of look a little bit like your own. And you see this little velvet nose reaching and is just touching you. So when your eyes open, it's right there, in your face, just looking down at you.
And I assume it doesn't seem threatening or anything.
Give me an insight check.
That's also 25. I just rolled the same and I have the same.
It is regarding you with curiosity, not fear. And it is also, you can feel it is not afraid in this place, but it is also a little bit confused as to where and why it is here.
Fauna reaches up slowly, she doesn't want to startle it, but to try and just, touch it and give it a little pet.
Give me an animal handling check.
23.
23. The cat is just sitting next to you, sort of curled up. It still just sort of opens one eye, looks up.
Not worried about it.
Nope. Goes back to sleep. You reach up, hand touches it. You get a feeling like this current of magic that just feels so harmonious, so in tune with something that has been growing inside you. It's this, you've had this animalistic, these instincts and these senses and these things that have been building in you since the curse. And that has been really all, not quite anxiety, but this gnawing, burning, warm kind of thing that is, you've been trying to tamp down on to stay in control. You're touching this stag creature. All of that is soothed. It is something is vibrating at your exact same frequency. And you can see that something in it, even though it wasn't alarmed or startled, being in this place was a little bit confusing for it. You touching its face, it immediately you see it relax and trust the space a little bit more.
Seeing that it's reciprocating, Fauna just throws her arms around its neck, full hug vibe.
Chokes it out.
I still can't talk in common, right? Can I talk to it at all?
You have speech of beast.
Okay, I can remember if that applies to like all creatures or if it's just like certain.
It certainly does.
Who are you?
You ask that question, it nuzzles in closer. She loves you.
Who?
Your mother.
She's like kind of taken aback. You know my mother?
All of us. From the wilds know your mother.
How did you get here? I mean, can you take me to her? I think I saw her one time, but...
You brought us here.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
No. We heard your call, and we came.
You mean when I... She just like gestures around to the garden.
What did you think this place was?
Honestly, I don't know. I can't really control what I do as much, so I sort of just had a feeling, and then all of these plants grew.
In this mortal realm, magic is sacrifice. But where you come from, there is an easier path. One that you are finding now. That when you need it, magic simply comes.
But it feels so much more out of control. What if I hurt my friends?
That may happen. You may also help them.
I hope so. They've done so much for me.
Then I am almost certain if this is how you feel, you will help them. There's a noise nearby, and you see the stag look up, alarmed, and just goes bounding off.
No, wait, come back!
Crunching through the underbrush. You see not trying to make noise. Cletus is coming back, like carving through the underbrush. You can see he comes through. Hey, were you talking to someone?
She's just like pointing. I can't talk to him, right?
Oh, that's right.
I can't talk, so.
Yeah. You're pointing. Give me a little to communicate. We're just a basic intelligence check.
She's kind of like making sort of growly noises, like trying to say something, but sorry, what was it?
Just a basic, your intelligence modifier plus a d20.
My intelligence modifier is -1, but I got a 16, so 15.
Okay. On a 15.
Yeah, I'm done.
You gesture to the direction that the stag just walked off. Cletus kind of arches an eyebrow. Yeah, been a lot of animals running around. Weird.
She's just like agitated, like waving her arms. She's like pointing at her.
Animals like you. Animals like you. With horns, antlers. Like a stag. With antlers.
So a stag.
What is she like pointing at her eyes now?
Cletus looks at you for a moment. Stay here. And goes, just kind of like starts at a very quickened pace, like marked, going off in the direction that you pointed for the stag.
No, I think she would try to, like,
okay, yeah, you try and
touch
stop
him and hold him back.
What? What? We have to. If that animal has something to do with you, we gotta figure this out.
Can I write?
But it just says purr, bark.
I'm trying to figure out how to communicate.
I think on the 15, on the 15, I'll let you you can communicate something simple with what you're trying to.
I feel like she would try to just communicate go slow. Like she doesn't want Cletus to seem like a threat. She doesn't want the stag to think Cletus is a threat. So she wants him to go slow and more careful if he's gonna try and approach it.
Okay. Yeah. Quiet. Understood. Yeah. Give me one more perception check.
That would be a nat 20. So 29.
So how
These
to do
are
it?
really good dice.
Yeah, they're really good dice.
All right.
I feel like Cletus and Fauna for 2 weeks on the ship made up a sign language together, and that's what they're doing.
Yeah, probably some amount of communication.
Cutesy coupling.
Yeah.
Sorry. Do you want me to roll again? Or?
No, I don't.
Do worse.
Cletus, leans over and says, "Yeah, I got you. Quiet." I need you two things. Something you see and something you hear. Cletus is leaning over to you as he starts to stand back up. You see sliding, he's got those half cuffed that little tunic that he wears all the time. You see around the arm, and it's just for a moment, so you just see it. Very small, about so long. Small little black snake just back up the sleeve. Cletus says those words to you. "Yeah, I got you. I'll be quiet." Behind it, something else. This intangible whisper, there's something talking behind Cletus's actual voice. And you realize now, you've heard that sound before. When you got to the Nightlands, to help soothe you, Cletus was holding you, combing his fingers through your mane, combing. The whole time you were hearing that same sound. Soothing, but whispers. I got it. Quiet. Oh, yeah. No problem.
So, do I feel am I interpreting that as this is not Cletus? Is there something controlling him before?
Give me an insight check.
23.
Looks like Cletus. Smells like Cletus. Sounds like Cletus. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna go check it out. You stay here. There's something strange about this place, Fauna.
I think Fauna would try to still tug him back. She's not necessarily thinks something is bad, but she feels something is weird, so she doesn't want to leave
Fauna,
him.
you gotta. If that stag's gonna get further away, if it has something to do with you, we gotta find it.
She's pointing back toward the camp, we need to go tell.
That's fine. You go tell him. I'm gonna go find this stag. Fauna.
She's just clinging to him. To dislodge her, he would probably have to hurt her.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Let's go tell him. We're gonna lose the stag. It's fine. Whatever. Let's go find him. Well, you start heading back towards the camp. Where is everyone else right now?
I think Perrin was trying to group everyone up.
Nyx took a little bit of that time to kind of wander around the garden. They're not going like super far out of the perimeter, but they are definitely collecting what plants they know from like the Oreth flora to harvest some poisonous ones.
Ooh, okay, yeah. Just give me a general like nature check.
Okay. There you are.
Don't worry, my bestest boy is all on it. He'll get some info for us. We'll figure out what's going on with your mom. And
Fox is like working on breathing exercises, trying to
if
stay
anyone
calm.
knows what's going on the mainland, it's definitely Root and Toot, okay? You can trust that person.
That's an 11.
Okay. Yeah, you can find some. A lot of the plants here that you're noticing, these are not native plants to the Nightlands. You can identify some. It's not like you've been out of the Nightlands plenty of times. These are not desert plants. You can find some ones that you know are highly, like, pretty effective toxins. You're gathering everyone together. Fauna, you are coming back with Cletus. Fauna, as you are coming back with Cletus, there is a small, like, it is almost like this little refraction of light, like this little line that just sort of like this slit that opens in the middle of the camp. Out of the slit, Amos comes. Lights on your shoulder. Vox, if you were nearby, would you have told Vox like what you sent Amos to? That was kind of like a private thing for you.
I don't think he would have. He would have waited till he had something to say.
Great. But just to get the confirmation, other than Fauna, everyone else is here immediately, kind of like in this space. Amos lands on your shoulder. Perrin, I went to find Eva, like you said. She's in Asparia. I don't. In this moment, actually, Perrin, like you've been around Amos a lot now. I want you to give me an Arcana check.
Nine.
Okay. You're not really sure how Amos's magic works, but you know that this, like, you cast this, like, you're casting a sending spell. Amos will find the target if the target exists. Amos is looking at you. Perrin, she's gone.
What do you mean?
I think she's been gone for a long time.
Perrin sits on the ground. How long of a time do you mean?
You told me to find her, and usually the spell, it just opens, and I end up wherever the person was that I'm supposed to find. Do you know where Vox's house was when she was little?
Perrin will grab Vox at that point. if she's not there already.
Yeah, I'm sure everything's fine, everybody. I mean, like, we'll figure it out.
What, Aaron? I'm trying to stay as calm as possible right now. What could you possibly want?
Amos went to find Eva.
And?
Vox, when you were growing up, you lived in a small house outside Asparia, right?
Yeah, that's where my dad and my mom and I all lived.
You said when we found Eva that you hadn't seen Eva since you were a kid, that the last time you saw her was at that house.
That was the last time until we were in Asparia and we helped her and got rid of Balak, and she gave me this. But she sent Riviana and she told me she needed an invoice, so I heard from her.
Apparently, Amos has a moment where Amos just like cocks her head back to you.
Be honest, Amos. No more secrets.
What do you mean, be honest? You found her.
She never left that house.
We just saw her.
Vox, if it was her, I would have found her. It sent me to a place where there used to be a house. There were ruins. It looked like it was burned down.
No, you're
long
wrong.
Time ago.
We were just in Asparia. We were just with her. Riviana told me she was just with her. You're wrong. Your magic must not work. You didn't do it right. Tell her she didn't do it right. Tell her she didn't do it right.
Perrin digs through his pockets and he finds what he's looking for. And he closes his eyes. And he searches for absolute certainty. And then he says, I wish Eva Windvalor had not died. And he holds up his fish wish coin.
What? She's not dead.
Roll me a D100.
Oh boy.
She's not even dead. Why are you using that? What are you telling me? What is she saying?
84.
On an 84. Perrin, something in the breeze, like you look in the direction of the ocean. It's out of sight from here. Out of sound. But you know which direction it's in. There's a breeze that blows through the garden, and as it blows through the garden, for a moment, you feel like you are behind a trail, following Eve again, running through the Feywilds on a hunt or an adventure. And there is a warmth to it that, like, for one moment, as it blows through you, just feels like it holds your heart and gives it a little squeeze, and then
Do I still have the coin?
the coin's gone.
I don't know if that works.
No. You're both wrong. You're both wrong.
Maybe.
Paralandra is going to step over. I don't think Amos is... Perrin, do you know what Amos is?
She's a bird that was a different bird, and she wished to be a different bird.
Amos is living spell. She was cast, made, created. Dad made her. For you. She's not wrong when she finds something. Perrin, I think with the information that Paralandra is giving you without a check, I'll just give you the living spell, like this kind of magic. It is the spell Find the Path.
Mm-hmm.
I think next through this is just quietly come up behind Vox and kind of placed a hand on her shoulder.
No one touched me. You're all wrong. No, I didn't have enough time. We didn't have enough time. I should have stayed. I should have stayed there. I was just with her and you're telling me she's gone?
That wasn't her.
But she gave me this. You all saw her.
Yeah.
I held her.
Perrin is now looking around the group.
You're looking around the group. Of the people that you see here, is like the parties. Fauna's not here. Cletus is not here. Maya is not here. Cicero is not here. And Ismith is not here.
What about August?
That's up to you. Is August here?
Oh yeah, he's chilling.
Oh, Vera
He's
there?
big chilling.
Vera is not here.
That's good. Vox wouldn't want her to
Yeah.
see her crumbling. Yeah, Vox is fully crumbled onto the floor. And it's
Vox,
just,
this is happening, like as like these waves of like both what everyone else, this idea that people are trying to introduce to you, and the denial of it. You remember your dream.
all of it?
All of it.
All of it?
Which is the last 3 sessions that
shit.
we
Yeah.
did.
Perrin is like looking around the group and he's like, okay, I don't want anyone to act too rashly with what I'm going to tell you. I think we have been fucked with by some shapeshifters. So we need okay.
Shapeshifters? I just had the longest dream about those. That's
What?
What the fuck are shapeshifters?
Wait,
They're
hold on a second.
changelings.
Fun, I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw with disadvantage.
They shift shapes.
I just had the longest dream.
I'm not
I
hearing
was
this
one
conversation,
in the
right?
dream.
You're walking back, so you this
What do
like
you-
you're coming back on the tail end of this, but
Well, I rolled in that one, so I don't need to roll again. I don't think.
okay.
The
Fauna,
dice give it the
you are
these
arriving
take
back
it.
here to like you were holding on to Cletus. You're arriving like back here to you're catching the tail end of this conversation, like seeing I think like the last few 30 seconds maybe. You look down and you realize you're not holding Cletus's hand and you don't remember how you got here.
Am I holding anything? So just have my hand wrapped around air?
Oh, good. Fauna, you're here.
In my dream, my mother could shapeshift.
I'm looking at Fauna.
What?
Give me one more.
She
Give me
looks
another.
very
What's
distressed.
Yeah, give me another intelligence check to see.
There's a lot going on right now, Fauna. Is
That
this
might have been a
important?
cock. Like, that might have been cocked.
Oh, do we honor the cock at
I
this
mean,
table?
it landed on the
cock.
On
side.
the cock.
Honor
You
the
want me to
cock.
reroll? That was better.
Established then we know we don't honor the cock.
16.
Okay. 16. I think same way that you could with Cletus, you can communicate a simple idea.
Yeah. Well, also, I feel like it's pretty obvious that I'm like very agitated.
Yeah.
Something's wrong.
Yeah, a lot of things are wrong.
Oh, can I tell the cat to tell Perrin about what happened with Cletus?
Yeah, I think because of your speech of Beast and Leaf, you and Perrin actually can just talk directly.
Can we?
Yeah.
Are you just pointing in a direction like frantically?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's wrong?
Takes off.
No, Atticus, wrong. Atticus, slow down.
Okay, it's too late.
At full
Atticus rushes in.
Nyx hesitates a second. Fauna, this is really bad time. Is this important?
This is
They're gone.
literally always the worst way that we do things.
Okay, Nyx and Atticus, boom, they're taking off in the direction that Fauna's.
I don't think Fauna really knows. I know you just said that it's not a good moment, but since she wasn't really here for the whole conversation, she doesn't understand like how serious of a thing she's interrupting. So she.
Atticus was feeling really uncomfortable in the situation. So, like, he's better on one-on-one situations, not group situations, so...
Is it just Vox and Perrin?
Just Vox and Perrin left now. I mean, well, did Fauna follow, like, when Atticus and Nyx ran?
No, she's trying to tell Perrin about
Okay.
Cletus.
What, Fauna?
I saw a stag with, like, eyes and antlers, and then Cletus had a snake and was like talking, but it sounded like it was like Cletus, but like something was behind Cletus, and then I thought we were coming back here, but then Cletus is just gone, and I don't know what happened.
Where is everyone? Where's...
Cicero comes walking back into the clearing. Perrin, Maya.
What about Maya?
She's dead.
God damn it. Which direction? Point.
He points to the same direction that little fox squirrel.
Fucking fox food. Perrin steps really close to Vox and speaks kind of quietly. I believe you. Your mother was a shapeshifter. So are you. There's a stranger among us. Vox, look at me, please.
You're telling me my mother is dead? Just go.
There's another one here, and they will kill you.
Let them.
Is that what you think Eva would have wanted?
I don't know. If what you're telling me is true, I haven't seen her.
Yeah.
Fox, give me an Arcana check or a Perception check.
Can I do
Whichever one you
a
want
check
to.
on Cicero now that I feel like I might be suspicious
Arcana.
of
You want to do
people's-
insight? What do you...
Whatever. So, like, I don't think I was, like, I didn't know what the deal with Cletus was, but now that I'm, like, hearing about the shapeshifter thing, I think maybe
Yeah,
I'm
insight
putting two and
check.
two together.
3.
A 3 on Arcana or Perception? Which one do you want it to be?
Arcana.
Okay, Arcana. You feel nothing now, but you like what your...
She literally feels nothing.
Yeah.
I feel nothing.
25.
God damn it. You look over at Cicero.
Those guys are so...
They're so fucking...
I know they're so
fucking
bad.
good.
I'm pretty sure I've rolled a 16 like 5 times.
You are
Really likes
looking
the
over
number
at
16.
Cicero, and you see he is looking down at Vox, and there are tears in his eyes.
So he seems legit. Just to clarify.
No, I think you should kill him.
Just murder everybody.
God, that's so good.
I think now she's realizing that like something really bad was happening. Like Vox is very upset clearly, and Fauna's like getting worked up, and I don't think she doesn't know what's wrong, but I think like because of everything that's happening, she's like putting together that there's like a threat maybe, and then something bad is happening. So I mean, I think I'm going to, maybe not even on purpose, but activate Aura of Protection.
You give me an Arcana check too as you activate the Aura of Protection.
Combat, please.
Oh.
They giveth and take it.
7.
Okay, 7. Cool. You cast it. Or
Maybe.
it's emanating from you. That's how your auras work. I forgot.
Oh, your aura.
In this space, so the three of you are still like here in this moment. Atticus, Nyx, you are like running off in the direction.
Just running through the brush.
You're running through the brush in the direction that
Can I roll for Beautiful Mind, Atticus, to connect the dots?
give me
Roll for Russell Crowe.
yeah, give me an sure. Give me an investigation check.
Oh my god.
As they've run, like at the
12?
12.
That's a Galifianakis.
Yeah.
Russell Crowe.
Yeah.
Something crazy's going on.
Shit's going down.
I was hoping for a nat 20.
Sorry, can I just clarify something really quick? It says while active with auras that my magic pool is considered full. Does that mean I have to roll on the...
Now you do. Or wait.
Or only if I try to do like one more thing?
Yes.
Okay.
I will be asking for Beautiful Mind Atticus's every session.
Oh yeah, you definitely
in
should.
the hope of something great to
Something
happen.
12 ain't gonna do it.
One per long rest.
Yeah, I will ask for one Beautiful Mind roll per long rest.
Atticus, you and Nyx are running through the underbrush.
Atticus, slow down. We have no clue what we're running into.
I can't. When I go this fast, I can't stop like that.
You are a soldier. Group up.
I don't think Atticus never was really. He was a knight.
Yeah.
He was like his own thing.
Atticus runs
As
faster.
Atticus goes
Yeah, you say wait. Okay, wait. 10 and above, I'll listen to Nyx. Or 11 or 10 and up.
Okay.
Yeah. Natural 20. Atticus fucking stops immediately and just fucking
The entire island skids 3 feet to the side.
natural 20 on that.
The most important time to get a nat 20 right there.
Yeah, Atticus has stopped and fucking fully just like standing up straight.
We have no fucking clue what she saw. We don't know what we're running into. Let's go into this smart and careful. Quickly, yes.
Atticus.
Yes.
As Nyx is talking to you, you hear another voice.
Awkward.
Dad?
The more stories one holds, the further they sink into the earth.
Fuck.
You have many stories, Atticus Phoenix.
Do you hear
How
that?
many more before the grave speaks your last?
No? What?
Atticus, make me a Constitution saving throw.
God, let's hope for another 20, huh?
It's gonna be a 1 this time.
It's a good thing you stopped running quickly, though.
Yeah. Constitution, you said? Natural 20.
Oh, let's go!
Atticus,
2 in a row.
The
Wow.
island shifts back. The world is healing.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, only 400 damage.
One dead.
It's not a joke.
I have to ask, is this a spell cast within me within 5 feet?
it could count as that. Yeah, I think we've let spell traps count as that. Yeah.
I mean, I would if it was a thing around me, I could strike it. But if it's not
There's
around,
nothing around you. It's like.
if it's a trap, I don't know. Like, because that's just my my perk.
It's not a count.
get
You're not using a
advantage.
counter spell. It's
Yeah.
just be able, like the opportunity attack thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing tangible is around you. All you hear is that voice. You are going to take 46 points of necrotic damage, half to 23. And I need both Nyx and Atticus to roll initiative, and we are going to go on our 10-minute break.
Hot damn!
Good job just running off, guys.
You killed my mom.
Me and Nick's got it.
Again.
Listen.
It's
I don't know
Sean
where I
here.
can find
Let me
that.
tell you about this.
Welcome
great
back
piece
to
of-
Castle Run. Let me tell you about BetterHelp.
BetterHelp
is a great service that provides, presumably some therapy stuff.
Welcome back to Feast of
Presumably.
Dice. Let me tell you about our sponsor today, NordVPN.
Also, if you're hearing this and you're from Nord, seriously though, send us some money.
Or Coke Zero.
Better help.
Yeah.
Zero.
But you know who doesn't need to send us money? Coke Zero. Your product is gift enough for us all.
But also, please send us money.
But you don't need to, really.
But you
Oh
should.
my God, thank you. Lovely.
I ate too much pizza and I'm bloated now.
But welcome back from our break.
Okay, yep. Everyone, welcome back.
Hey everybody, my name is Elijah, and I'm your
everyone.
DM today.
I'm Elijah.
No,
We're all Elijah.
Everybody
Switch
roll
the
your
screens.
dice and tell me what you rolled.
All me.
Did you just roll a nat 20?
No, I rolled a 9.
A natural
But
nine.
now that I'm
Roll it.
DM, 9s are the best.
Poor man's nat 20. Okay. That is what is happening with you before initiative order starts. Over here, I'm going to let this conclude very quickly what is happening in the main camp right now with Fauna, Heron, Vox.
Yeah.
Perrin. Cletus.
Yeah. I don't think that was Cletus either. Maybe.
Shouldn't we do something? I mean, Atticus and Nyx just ran off after him.
Honestly, I'm starting to lose it. I don't know if it matters anymore.
She just slaps Perrin across the face.
Yeah, thanks. That helps.
Pull it together, Perrin!
Vox,
What?
do you want to wait here?
Where else am I gonna go?
I don't know. But you can speak to your mom again. But not until we finish this. She does exist out there. It's other Evas.
Yeah, Vox, you remember the dream. Is you're kind of down there on the ground. Cicero, without saying anything, reaches out a hand to help you up. And you can give me an insight check if you want. Or you can give me a perception check. You choose which one you want it to be.
I have advantage on insight, and I used it, and I still rolled 12.
Okay, 12. You do see, kind of in the moment, blinking them away, but what looked to be traces of tears in his eyes. Up now.
What do you want me to do?
I don't know. I think our friends are going to die.
Not if we can help it.
Well, then let's go.
Nyx. It is initiative order. And it is your turn first. You are welcome to give me a perception check.
Okay.
Perrin will also send August to find whoever wasn't there.
Maya.
Maya's dead.
You don't know that. You just know there's a body.
Perrin is going to send August to find Vera
Try and find Vera. Okay.
and Isthmus and to check on the body.
Roll a survival check for him.
17.
Okay. 17 on perception. You're looking around. You see Atticus hearing something, and then you see this internal just blow, something invisible just from inside, kind of tearing at. You don't hear anything. You're looking around, and you don't see anything either, other than just you're here in this clearing in the garden. But then you get this feeling. It's not even in your skin. It's something deeper. You didn't hear the whispers that Atticus heard, but you feel the energy around them. And they are very familiar.
19 for August.
Nyx's instinct as like Atticus like takes the hit is to kind of like reach out and like stabilize him, and they're gonna whip their head around like kind of towards just the feeling. Don't see anything, and I think they're just gonna like kind of grip one hand on your shoulder, one hand on your face. We are better together. I'm gonna go try and find them. They can't be far. Keep them distracted if you can. Stay safe. Trust I won't be far behind. And they're going to step back into the shadows, and I'm going to use the invisibility feat and they'll
Cool.
just poof.
You go to
back
use the
into it.
invisibility feat, but
I forgot you don't have magic
Yep.
anymore.
yeah, as you
Oh
Yep,
shit!
yep,
as
Oh shit!
Yeah.
as you step back, Nyx. I also need a Constitution saving throw from you.
Can't counterspell it, can I?
Where's the Lurab go?
Ooh, that's a good question. Where is the look? Was the Luroko
Yeah.
follow you?
I don't control that thing, but I
It
assume
absolutely
it follows
followed you.
there.
It's like
protect
here in
you.
the clearing
Yes,
too.
but it's
Yeah.
what's the moon phase?
Oh, I have it because my moon tracker is at home. It was, I believe it was one night to the full moon. It's visible.
It's visible.
Yeah.
Okay. Shit.
Yeah, it's just there in the
All right.
space.
I can't counterspell it, can
Give me a perception check in order to like. There's no true visible source for these spells right now.
I? Can I
if
make
you
an Arcana check instead?
I'll let you make an Arcana check. Here's what I'm going to say. In order to successfully counterspell this, because you counterspell in a physical, like you use your sword basically to come down on the spell. In order to counterspell an intangible spell that is just going off in this space, I'm going to need a DC 25 Arcana check.
Oh, fuck, okay.
What if he just waves the sword around and gets lucky?
Cool, roll me a D100.
Okay. No, definitely not.
Okay.
All right. That's a 5 con save,
Okay.
and I don't have sorcery points anymore.
Oh my god.
Nyx, you take 40 points of necrotic damage as you step back into the shadow, and you hear.
Can I use Spellcatcher to half that and take on that 20 points? You take 20 points of it?
Yeah, you can take 20
Okay.
points of it.
Can I say that, like, probably Fauna would have, as soon as she said the thing to Perrin, she would have followed. So even if Perrin and Vox have not yet left the
I think you
River
are
River-
leaving, right? Like you're leaving the.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
Cool.
I didn't know if you
Also-
were like waiting to see if like the other people were.
Because the
coming or not.
Spellcatcher
Okay.
ring, it absorbs in. Would I see the pathway of a spell, or is it? Oh well, it's necrotic, so I guess it would.
It's necrotic. You're using it to soak up. Here's the deal. The more it lets you soak up to half the damage, or as much.
I can
as you
take
want.
as much as I
You
want.
can take
of
as much
it,
as you
yeah.
want. Here's what I will say. In order to see the thread of trace where this spell is, this is kind of beautiful mind Atticus, but you're trying to fucking sniff magic out of thin air. For every 10, this is a DC 30 Arcana check, but for every 10 points of damage you take, I will lower the DC by 5.
Okay. Also, this is another part. If this is someone casting or something casting a spell, would you say if I'm guessing? I guess what I'm trying to say is someone physically casting the spell in the space that I can't see, or something casting the spell in the space?
Part of that information would be the Arcana check. That
Okay.
you're gonna do right now.
Once I use the ring, they have to succeed a Wisdom saving throw, whatever it is, and it's a DC of 17.
Ooh.
Because the spell, it's not targeted on me. If it's target on me, they wouldn't have to, but it says specifically when I'm not the target.
What
of
is
the
it?
spell.
And what happens if they fail it? I don't remember the
Instant death.
thing that I. Oh yeah, cool.
Pretty sure.
It's a weak ability.
Yeah.
It's barely useful.
Not a big deal.
It just says any caster that can see you must succeed at a wisdom saving throw of 17 or suffer disadvantage when you're not at the target of the spell. So they would just get disadvantage on whatever.
Got it. This is a save. It would be so. This would be if it was like a spell attack.
Okay.
If they were
Okay.
But you can.
I can still take the.
Yeah. So you can make the Arcana check. DC 30 for every 10 damage that you are taking of the 40.
Mm-hmm.
Take as much as you want. I will lower the DC by 5 of this 30
So if I
Arcana
take
check.
20,
Then it's a 20. DC 20. Do you want to take any more?
I'll take the whole fucking thing. I'll take all
This
of it.
is only a DC 10 Arcana check then, but you were taking another 40 necrotic damage.
So 40 total, right? I'm taking
40 total
okay.
damage. DC's only 10 now for this Arcana check. Atticus, what does this look like as like Nyx would have been absolutely bumped? Like what does it look
You
like?
see like Atticus, like as the spell is, you just see Atticus's hand, like a bright red glow from his hand, and you just see like Atticus just like fucking feeling, looking like he's about to fucking puke, basically.
Yeah. You won't play catch with Daddy.
It's a 10. Fuck me. That passes though. It's 5 plus 8. So.
Oh, thank God for your
Yeah. God damn.
They were running through the trees. You're nodding about trees.
No, it's a garden. We've already established a garden, not a forest.
Trees?
There are trees in a garden. I specifically said fruit trees when I described the garden.
Right, but is that Arctic coast, desert, forest, grassland, mountain, swamp, or underdark?
I didn't hear anything that started with a G.
I know, that's what I mean. It's going to fit in one of those.
Garden.
I'm pretty sure. I think it's got to be one of those options.
Atticus. Boom, another 40 points of damage. Nyx, in your ear, you hear...
So I don't take any damage.
You don't take any damage, but as you step back into the shadows, you see Atticus soak this up, and you feel it course through you along with a spoken whisper. Oh, you're missing your stone. Good thing I've got another.
I'm gonna throw up.
I'm gonna find you.
Atticus. You take it.
I took 60 points of damage for that.
Like you soak it in.
Yeah.
Two things. You are immediately reminded of like the latent traps, like the traps, the runes, the things that Balak had set up in the Red Keep, that triggers that would go off. You look around. You don't see any runes in this place. You don't see any. But there are like these whispers that you're hearing. You can't see a source. You can't. But these whispers here, like as one component. But what is the thing that is grounding them? What is grounding them in this space? You need components. You look around the garden that you're in. These plants. You don't know plants. Certainly these don't look like plants from the South Green, but you don't know plants here. Atlas said that it looked like a garden that he was in. What is happening has been well thought out. A trap has been grown here, like these plants, these spaces, these clearings, you think that any that you come across is going to potentially be incredibly dangerous for any of you. And there's no real way to know, like until you're setting off the trap. Something, I think on that the Arcana check, something tells you to find the center. You know magic. Magic requires sacrifice. So for this to be, like the garden, it was up overnight. So and you got rid of the ritual that was here. Like this trap has been put up in the course of a night, right? It's quick spell work.
Oh good, it wasn't because of me.
A sacrifice somewhere. Something powerful and extreme to be able to like activate magic in this place like this.
And I know which direction that is. I was gonna say, as we're running, does Perrin notice which direction that is to the body?
Atticus, if you're trying to fucking sniff out that magic, I think Atticus was there when was Atticus there when the discussion of where the body was happened? I think.
Mm-hmm.
I think you were in the clearing with everyone.
We got a point. Yeah.
Yeah, right before you ran off, it was like
Cicero pointed.
that's the direction.
Okay. So my turn now, technically. Yes. Yes. Are we going? We're in initiative.
Yeah, I think in this moment we're coming out of initiative order.
Okay. Well,
But I'm going to, for the rest of the garden, if we fall back into an initiative order, I'm just going to keep your rolls. So
Okay.
23 and 19.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna definitely second wind it.
Yeah.
I heal for 16 points. 16, not 60.
60 would be nice though.
Yeah, 60 would be nice. I'd be at full health. Okay. I think Atticus is going to... I think he's going... Oh, no! Sorry. I'm so far off my page now.
I mean, okay, I think at this point, the rest of you, boom, you're in the same clearing as the rest of you. In this moment, because you're already in initiative order, like, as you hear them running into the clearing, do you shout anything as they're coming into the clearing, Nyx or Atticus?
I mean, Nyx didn't make that realization, so
Yeah, Atticus, do you shout anything?
I just
see
see
them
those
coming into the
reinforcements
clearing.
coming.
I don't think he does, because I think he's like... Nick's, he's kind of listening to what Nick's...
Okay. All three of you, you're like sprinting towards them. Make me Arcana checks, but with disadvantage.
I'm going to cast Primordial Ward on myself. My once a day.
We never got to it because it kind of just like went straight into the con save, but Nyx went invisible
Yeah.
and then used their bonus action to, or not bonus action to go invisible, action to spread out the bag of private moonlight that Perrin gave them, and they are now wearing it as a cloak and have full cover.
Amazing.
21.
21. Brandon, I think you're in the front. You are like approaching you see like there's a moment where like Cicero, who is like, for an old man, is like not using his fucking staff anymore to walk, is like matching you pace for pace. You see him just take a pause for a moment, and then you feel it too, that feeling when you're just about to step into a snare.
Oh yeah, he's gonna stop everyone. He's hyper alert right now.
I think you're right on the edge of the
me,
clearing, so
because
you
I
can
got a
still
nat
see
one.
Atticus and Nyx, but you are not in the clearing.
Nyx
right,
is
right.
gone. You can't see.
Oh yeah, you can't see
Yeah.
Nyx.
Right.
You just
Wait, whoa. And Perrin skids to a stop as quickly as he can. And you don't?
Fauna got a nat 1, so my guess is she maybe doesn't stop when Perrin says, whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah. Fauna.
She's going to, she's like, has too much momentum, and she just like blasts through Perrin's, like Perrin puts up his arm to try and stop her,
Yeah.
and she just...
Fauna, I need you to give me a wisdom save.
I got a 15.
I mean 15, like you feel enough that when Perrin's like...
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's trailing up the end very slowly.
I got 13.
On a 13. You don't take any damage. But you do hear a whisper in your ear. You look so much like your mother.
She's just like...
It cost her, you know, to practice magic in such a broken world. Would you redeem her now?
curse must roil and writhe in one. Will it be in the Feywilds, as it ever has been? Or will you bring it here and release her?
Can I guess I got a nat one. I was gonna ask if I could like sense anything about where this is coming from.
Oh my god, we did. No, wait, just my camera did.
There we go. We're good now.
Oh, we are. Okay, yep, there it goes.
It was locked up.
Yeah, weird.
Oh, it's back now.
I think we're all good. Maybe I was just staying still for a really long time. It's hard to see the screen.
There it goes.
You can certainly ask for the. What do you?
She wants to see if she can tell like where this is coming from.
Give me a perception check.
These dice are wild. Okay, I got 28.
Direction that the body is, 100%, and you can smell. You can smell Cletus.
Okay, she just takes off.
All right, Fauna's running. What's everyone else doing?
Can we stop?
Atticus is gonna run directly.
I think Perrin sees the direction and it's gonna pace around like the circle.
Yep. So Fauna is in the lead, but all of you are following Fauna, headed towards where the body is. Great.
Great.
Excellent.
So much running.
Very cool. As you are all headed there, I think the way that we're gonna do this is all of you are going to give me Arcana checks.
Natural 20.
Atticus, you can take one person can follow you in your footsteps.
Not one.
I got it.
Take a 9.
9. Okay.
8.
I got 12. The rest
Atticus,
is really nailed it.
well, let me ask Atticus this. Like, Fauna's in the lead, so you can't catch up with Fauna.
Can I try?
Give me a perception check right now.
Damn.
What is this?
Get hurt the first time.
10.
Atticus, you feel the path true and correct. You know how to get there. You know how dangerous this garden is. Who are you, like, pulling with you? Can't be Fauna. Fauna is too far ahead. You've got, right now in this space, you've got, like, Nyx. But Nyx is hidden, like, in shadow. You've got Perrin, you've got Vox, and you've got Cicero.
Fox rolling out.
Yeah, I grab Vox.
Okay.
I trust Perrin probably knows the way too.
Okay.
Just dragging her.
Perrin's just going the opposite direction.
Vox, you are following like hot on Atticus's footsteps as you make your way through the garden, running. You feel like the wisteria, vines, leaves like whipping your face. You feel a small little nick as one like cuts just right underneath your eye.
Sounds pretty thick.
Can I make when I grab Vox, could I make a sleight of hand check for something? And I'll tell you later?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I have to beat whatever you have.
My passive perception?
Just passive perception, yeah.
What, 19?
No, that's my investigation. My passive perception's 11.
Oh.
Yeah, you don't notice anything.
Cool. Nyx, Perrin, and Perrin's was 8. Nyx's was what? 9. Fauna's was 12. Fauna, you were gonna make me. Actually, you're not. You don't have. You're good. Nyx and Perrin, I need both of you to make me 2 Constitution saving throws each.
I do have total cover right now.
You do have total cover, but these spells, like, but it's the bag of private moonlight. It hides you.
Also, bear in mind that I still have aura of protection, which means anyone within 30 feet of me, the person attacking has to make a saving throw.
Right. That would be... These are like latent spells going on. So there's...
But it says target of spell or attack.
Target of spell. Here's how we'll flavor this. You're right about the bag of private moonlight. You're actually fine. What I will let that do is that can give Perrin... Make me an athletics check to see if you're keeping up with Fauna.
Okay. Athletics?
Yeah, I'm going to call it a DC 15 because Fauna's...
Feral.
Like, yeah.
Get the good one.
18 plus 2.
Okay, so you can make the Constitution with advantage, which means roll one more time, and if it's better than 8, that's good. Or sorry, it was an Arcana check. It was an Arcana check.
15.
15. Make me one Constitution save.
10.
I tried.
You tried to sprint away again, you mean?
You can take 30 points of necrotic damage. As
Is
you're
that
running through
it?
the garden. Couple minutes running through the garden. Fauna, like you smell, you are following the magic. You're also following the scent of Cletus. This is exactly the direction that he must have gone when his hand slipped out of yours, when he didn't come with you to the clearing. You are the first to arrive. The rest of you, like kind of all falling in line behind Fawn as you all come into this clearing. You see a few things. You see... All of you give me a perception check, actually. We'll see how well you assess the...
Natural 1.
Perrin is going to try to hide amongst the
give me a stealth.
trees.
Yeah.
Using that thing we talked about, 15.
18.
I'm rolling perception.
Yep.
I was like, just stop being able to do math for a second. 22.
I could never do math, so...
22.
Okay. These are all good enough. I'm going to give you the... That was a 22 on stealth or perception?
No, that was on perception. I can attempt... I have Mask of the Wild. I can attempt to hide even when only lightly obscured.
Yeah, so give me a... Yeah, you can give me a stealth check.
Not great.
We're also under moonlight, so you have advantage on stealth checks.
You do, when wearing this armor.
15.
Okay.
Like our armor.
Those rolls are all, even with the nat 1, like, they're high enough. I'm going to describe for you all the scene. As you come into this clearing, probably the heaviest spot surrounded by the most wisteria that has been in the garden so far is just almost this, like, perfect circle of it, except for the space that you're entering from. In the center is this rock that juts up out of the earth. You realize that, I think for those of you who rolled higher than a 20, you would also orient yourself well enough to realize this is basically the exact opposite in the crater. It is like it is equilibrium or equidistant from the point where you found the original ritual took place. So it's like there is even more power in symmetry and in a sacrifice in this place.
We run down and across
Harnessing all
or
the power.
around?
I think you just cut. I mean, you're fine. You cut straight through. But you are like, it is the little like harmonizing point to the other one. Rock jutting up out of the earth about 8 feet. You can see lashed to it is the body of Maya, like tied around the rock. You can see that it has been like cut open, the entrails out on the ground, the horns cut off. There is like a circle of, you can't see the horns anywhere, there's a circle of ash surrounding the body and the stone, jutting out of the earth, and standing inside of that circle.
It's not my fault.
looking at all of you, you see Cletus tossing a dagger.
Can't get a break.
Who are you and where is our friend? And by friend, I mean Cletus. I don't know if that was clear, but yes, Cletus is my friend. And Perrin looks around at everyone.
Let's see, Cletus. Oh yeah, big green guy. Been wearing his body for a couple of days now. Last I saw him, he was unconscious in the bottom of a sinking ship, just outside a garden.
Fauna just like lets out like a howl, like keening howl.
I have to look up one spot real quick to make sure I'm not out of order on this. Hold on. Okay.
Initiative.
I mean,
No, I
not
just
yet.
I know we're on.
Let me
We rolled pretty
add to
good,
that.
so.
She lets out a keening howl and just leaps at fake
Oh,
Cletus.
you go to leap, and you get like right up to the point of where that circle is. You smash into it. Like I'll give you like a dex save to give me a dexterity save.
17.
17's good. You take 3 points of bludgeoning damage as as you're leaping, like midair, you kind of like your bestial senses sort of realize that there's a force here that you can't, and you just sort of smash into this invisible wall circle that Cletus is standing inside.
You don't have to call him Cletus anymore. Just say his name. Just say their name. Just say their name. It's okay.
Well, it depends. What do you want to call me? I've had a lot of names in my time.
Yeah, we meet people like you every other fucking week. Just say your goddamn name. Everyone's, I got a million bunch of different names. Just pick one.
Why don't you call me Dinah?
Cool.
Dying to get a taste of these nuts.
Perrin reaches over and gets out of his high five. Hell yeah, brother.
From on.
Yes! Yes, I did it!
Well done.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm good.
I'm gonna get punished for that so bad in this session.
What would be from their blind spot, and I will roll sleight of hand or stealth for this. Nyx is going to try and, with the point of their dagger, like scrape away the ash that's in the ring.
Ooh. In order to do this, give me. Oh God. Give me a wisdom save.
On contact?
Sorry, I was checking my thing here. You said it was a day before full?
Yeah.
Just while that's happening, I think as soon as Fauna was like repelled from the force field,
Yeah.
she's just still like off her rocker. So she would just be trying anything she could to get in there. So she would try to Misty Step, so that she's like basically disappearing on the outside and reappearing on the inside. So I don't know if that also helps like Nyx, like if she's like being distracting.
Okay, 18. Something is trying to push you out. You could give me an an insight or an arcana check to see if you are able to start scraping it, but it is taking enormous effort just to hold the blade steady.
21.
Arcana?
Insight.
Insight. There is a magic here that is preventing part of, like, you as a night elf, you are not directly from the Feywilds, but there is Fey blood in you. It is like this circle is.
Can we just skip to the part
for
where
you and others?
Can we just skip to the part where you tell us what you fucking want? And
Well, I'll tell you that, Fauna, if you're going to Misty Step, make me a charisma save.
That doesn't seem like a thing I'd be good at.
Counter
Oh, actually, no.
I don't know.
I think you are
Not
pretty.
bad,
You're
not
very good at it, actually.
Not good enough. I got 14.
14. You go to Misty Step inside, and something about the spell, like it just can't ground on the other side, and it just sort of fizzles out, and you're still here on the other side of this wall.
Was I somewhat successful?
Not yet, but you think if you kept focusing your effort without being noticed.
I can break it entirely.
Immediately goes into a third thing.
the third secret thing.
Yeah, and it's to
wish I had a message.
call plant growth up inside the circle to try and trap her from underneath.
Ooh. Okay.
Basically, she's just like gonna throw every
Everything-
single thing she
every
can
single
think of
thing
to
that you've
possibly.
I cast kitchen sink.
You cast plant growth. Plants, like, mirroring the ones already in the garden, begin to erupt out of the ground. You see that whatever this thing is in Cletus's body takes a knee as the plants begin to grow out of the earth, and you can see it, like, whisper to them something. You see the mouth move, but you can't hear it. And you see it just so gently, like this large leaf that is unfurling, almost like cradles Cletus's face and just holds it for a moment before it slides off.
Also, that puts me over the magic pool thing. So.
Give me a roll on your
D100.
Yeah, D100. On the blood magic chart.
So, can we skip to the part where you tell us what the fuck you want and like why you took my best friend's body, or you're imitating them, or whatever you're doing? And
Yeah, no, that's fair.
sorry, I've been around a long time. Were you the one talking in my head?
Before the creature starts giving exposition, Perrin kneels down and starts assembling ornament of rites, slowly, carefully, methodically, and he lights some of the incense that Eva prepared, which he now thinks maybe has a purpose.
I was gonna say, Box is about to just walk up to that circle and is trying to walk through it. It's your fault they're all dead. You made Balak, he killed them both. It's your fault. And I want to raise my short sword from my mother and hit if I can.
Vox, you can't walk through the circle either.
Just
You're like there on the other
hitting,
side,
yeah.
just like banging on the.
Nix is still working on it.
What kind of foul sorcery is that magic is happening here? What kind of foulness is this?
You asked me what I want. With your friend's body. With all of you. Doesn't it ever bother you? The magic here requires so much sacrifice. Your night elf, they lost a part of themselves. All of you have lost so much.
You took so much.
I'm trying to fix things. I'll tell you what I want. It's simple. I want her to open the path.
I got 37, by the way.
You channel the plant growth spell with a radius of 10 feet centered on your person for the next 2d4. So, I mean, roll 2d4, but like plants are starting to just grow around you two naturally in this
What
space.
kind of plants? They got tree trunks. little tiny forest right there. Little tiny baby forest.
I got 4 total.
4 total. Baron, I think you're the only one that would notice this and see the plants that are growing now around Fauna as you look over. You've seen those plants before. It's this certain kind of like flower, almost like those little like calla lilies that like grow with a cup and a little. It is this bell shape that is like white with almost then like blood drips down till it gets to be this dark red where it meets the stem. You've seen those one other place, and it was outside a cave in the Feywilds.
Outside the cave in the Fey?
Yeah.
When I went hunting for something?
We call those hell's bells in California, and they're hallucinogenic.
We're all
Fun
high
fact.
now.
Okay. I don't know what to do with that information, but it feels significant. Perrin is going to kind of adjust himself and then stand back up and then say, and then what? You go back on the wild path and then what? You kill everything? What, you're gonna eradicate the world and remake it? You're the 3rd one this week.
If I go back, I get to be with the one I love.
Yeah, who's that? We love love around here. We're huge fans of it. Not a huge fan of the whole murdering people part of things.
I don't care what I have to burn to get back to her.
You dumb motherfucker, if you had just come and asked politely, we would have done it.
You can't do it anymore.
As you say this, Box, you're still
Yeah. Box has her glove out and is showing Dinah her son's teeth.
You're
Great.
still if you're still pounding on the dagger with the short sword, Nyx, you're digging down with the point. Something hits and you feel a seal break. Fauna, if you're standing there like hands up against the glass with the plant growth spell, you start to fall through. Vox, you are like pushing with a hand and it falls through. Before we go to initiative order, you are welcome to make an attack roll if you would like.
I was the thing I was gonna try to sneak in there. If there's time, you tell me. If there's not, is that parent is gonna look at Cicero and basically be like, "You got anything for me?"
I got a dirty 20 on attack.
I got a plan.
With Daybreak.
Plug your ears.
Okay.
You got a dirty 20?
Yeah, to attack.
Okay. Let me go back to the page and look at
Which is a, no, I have to roll a 19 for it to be a crit.
the other. No time to react. Roll your full Brightburn damage for me.
Yeah, I'm hitting with Daybreak, my mother's short sword, yeah. And that's
But you still get all
double.
those bonuses, that you would get from.
And don't forget, you can store that damage in your bag for healing also.
Yeah, she doesn't want to heal. She's dead inside right now.
Well.
Sorry.
Such a cool bag.
I'm sorry.
Tyler's like, use the bag I gave you.
Give me 1 second because I gotta pull up. It's for Brightburn. It's 66 fire damage. Let me see. I have notes. Give me 1 second. It's been a minute.
It's been a while.
3d6. I was close.
Oh, I thought you said 66 damage, and I was like, holy
No,
shit.
66.
It'll be more than that, I think.
It's gonna be 1d4, 1d6.
We're like, we don't have time for villains right now. Let's just fucking.
We're so over it.
So
And
far,
then,
all of them. It's just
wait,
like
this is Cletus.
politely
Cletus's
ask
body.
Yeah.
But it's not Cletus's body. It's
He
just.
said he took his body.
Well, the shape of it.
Yeah. Cletus is supposedly on the boat. Was still.
Yes, he did.
We don't know.
Dark Atticus.
What's her face wants us to think he is.
How much?
39.
39. You go through the glass and it sinks in. I think same place that when you stabbed Balak back in the Red Keep. Goes right in. The point comes out the other side, clean. You see immediately like this Dinah, Cletus's body, takes your hand, looks down at you. You see for a moment the eyes solid black with little flecks of gold in them.
I remember you.
I remember you.
You don't remember me. And she's gonna cut up with her dagger because I get 2 armed attack, and I wrote down that I'm holding death.
Yeah, give me another attack roll.
19 is a crit. And so on a crit, I can do damage. And it needs to make a constitution save for either a 10 or whatever my
really
damage is. And if it
Isn't that
fails,
meme
it
where it's
dies.
like boss health 70, and the person's like, oh yeah, I hit for 80, and they're like, oh yeah, cool, and they add a 0.
No, this is like,
800.
this is crit with the death. Is a constitution save against, is it against the damage or half the damage?
It's either half the damage or 10, whichever is higher. Can I borrow someone's D4? Thank you. What is
3.
it?
2.
2 and
2?
1.
2 and 1?
Yep.
This is 1?
Yeah.
That's not 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's the bottom one. 2.
Oh, I
Oh,
why
always
is
do
it
the
like
what?
reverse?
It's the bottom one.
Those are weird.
It's 2 all around.
2.
That's reverse of all every other. See, mine is just on the upper corner. That's weird.
Yeah. I was like, have I been reading my deck for
No,
months the
those
whole
are.
time?
That's a weird way to
Yeah,
put
that's
them.
crazy.
That's different. I've never seen
And
that.
it is just a dagger. Yeah, it is 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. Both are 10.
Okay, so 20 total.
No, that was with double.
That's the crit is 10.
Yeah.
Okay, so the crit's just 10.
Because it's 1d4 plus 3 on
Yeah.
the dagger. So yeah, I got 10.
Okay.
So it's 10.
Just a constitution save of 10. This is a big deal though. I will tell you that this person does only get +2 to constitution saves though. So
Nat
they need to
one,
roll
nat
an 8 or higher on the die.
Nat
I'm gonna roll
1,
it.
nat 1. Right
I'm
next to
gonna
this
roll it in front of
delicious
the
Coke
board.
Zero.
Delicious.
20
Coke
ounces of.
Zero.
Ugh.
Is it cocked?
No.
I'm not gonna do that. It's not.
It's
Oh!
It was.
Let's go!
It was.
I'm doing it again.
Wait, hold on. Roll it right here.
Yeah.
Hey!
Yeah, Fox.
Nat 1. Nat
Don't
1.
remember
Easy
me.
lovers
Nat
can't
one,
lose.
Great
nat
line. Great moment for Vox.
Let's go.
Fox.
That's her first time using death.
You come in with death. Where does death land?
If she got her in the shoulder with the short sword, I think she would just come up in towards sternum. I got you this time. I didn't get you then. I told you you don't belong here. You should have listened to me the first time.
Good luck out there, little tornado.
Fox is just gonna pull it out.
As you pull it out with it, not blood, but just shadow. You see the body fall, hit the ground in front of you. As it hits the ground, it begins to revert. Instead of Cletus's like tall, wiry, muscular green form, simple gown, like it's got that like Greek asymmetrical like one over the shoulder, like tucked up, black, tight black belt, long white hair, black eyes with those little flexibility. And it's motionless in the ground.
Can I roll to see if I recognize it from?
Oh, you don't have to roll. It's the same. It's the same form you saw in the alternate timeline.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm confused. Which one with long white hair?
The one that transformed, Bob?
The one that No,
outside the market.
The one outside the market.
Okay, it was that one. Okay.
Yeah, I guess I should describe that to you. You see the snake tattoo like wrapped around the throat
And
going
come
to the
up.
lips.
Yeah. I think Box is just gonna scream.
Nyx is broken out of
Yeah,
shadow
magic circle's
and
not
broken
working
out
anymore.
of the magic circle, and they are falling on Dinah's body and just shaking them like, no! Where is my father?
Leave her. Atticus, use your sword and find out what she did with Cletus. Get whatever information.
She wasn't just yours to take.
She was mine. She was mine here and she was mine there. I dreamt everything. I remember everything. You were all there.
What?
We were...
Might be a bad time to say this, but my sword doesn't do that anymore.
Nyx is frantically searching their body for a stone.
Give me an investigation check.
That 20.
Wrapped around the neck. Inside the...
They're gonna see if anything's inside it and call it out.
I think in this, you go to, like, you pull it out. Moonstone, holding it in your hand, under the moonlight. Something that would have prevented it from happening is no longer there to prevent it. And materializing in the moonlight before you the same way that you sort of come out of the stone. Calathus is there.
Nyx.
They pull him into but they are distracted.
I'm alright. I'm alright. You don't. I'm alright. What happened?
She fucking took you again, and Nyx kicks the head of the corpse.
So, she's dead.
Oh, it wasn't supposed to happen like this.
That will make things difficult.
Why don't I feel better? That's it. She's just dead. She's dead. You're back. And what? We just move on. Villain of the week. Conquested. My entire fucking life stolen from me. My magic. You. My other father. Your husband. My homeland. My memories. My identity. Fucking everything she stole from me. And I don't even get to fucking say it to her face.
Perrin walks over to Atticus and is like, I have no personal investment in this. I'm just glad she's dead. Are you good?
Atticus puts a finger on Perrin's
lips.
lips.
Perrin nods. He's like, yeah, fair enough.
Mal looks at you, Nyx.
There is no balm for grief. There is no abating it. Everything that is taken cannot be given back. It is up to you to make new things in the places that have nothing left.
God, I'm tired of it.
Thing is, you are all like standing around here. I mean, the body is just beginning to kind of like it's just sort of like vapor disappearing into the ground. Say that remaining behind on the ground is one single black dagger.
Yeah, Vox is gonna reach down and pick that one up to start adding to her Black Tarot collection.
You pick it up, give me an investigation check on it.
I'm good at that.
Parent is trying to break the chains to get money off the rug.
14, 15, 16, 17. But I'm not good at counting.
I mean, if August, because Walker would
If he
help
shows
too.
up,
Yeah,
yeah.
August shows up.
Strolls in.
23.
23. Same size, shape, finish, everything. But there is no symbol in this one. It is like it has yet to be named.
Fauna's just like sobbing in a pile because of Cletus. She's not really paying attention to any of this that's going on.
Yeah. Fox is gonna hold it and think about it, and in her head she's gonna start calling that dagger grief so she can put it somewhere. We still need to get your magic back, and we need to help Fauna, and I need to tell you all about the dream I had. And can I roll to see if this fox puts together what Balak that was?
I
in her
believe
dream?
she's asking if she can have a beautiful mind.
Yeah.
Give me an investigation check with advantage.
Wait, what do you mean?
Where'd you put that dagger, by the way?
Because which one?
The one you just got. Did you just put it away somewhere?
In my bag, yeah.
Okay, you feel a little cube in there that wasn't there before.
I'm gonna pull out the cube. What's the cube?
It's
a
What's the cube? What's the cube?
It's just an ice cube.
It's just a cube. It's like a pyrite cube.
Okay. Okay, I don't want to forget things, so let me do this, and then I'm gonna roll on that too. Because at the end of the dream, Ballard kind of brought up that he wasn't that same one.
Previous ballad.
So I want to see if I can put together that was
The crossover of it.
Advantage.
Nice. 20. What's 15 plus 9? 24.
Nailed it. First try.
Math.
Well, I did it.
Man, I hate math, but I do love D&D.
It's worth it.
Yeah.
Give me an insight check as well. You can also do that with advantage.
If I have advantage on it, does that
Oh, no,
mean I
it
get
doesn't
double it?
No,
Damn
yeah,
it!
Yeah, you
Just
have
keep
to-
rolling.
Get what I want?
Get it, not 20.
14.
You're connecting the dots of like knowing now the alternate timeline of the dream and knowing like the version of Balak that got pushed through a door. Like that's the last time you saw Balak pushed through a door in the Red Keep.
By Perrin. And I remember Perrin opening all those doors.
You're connecting these two. You are beautiful minding the
Uh-huh.
situation, the alternate timeline.
She's doing it. I can see her. She's
Box.
doing that thing.
Given advantage in this moment by someone whose hand is on your shoulder. You look up and you see Cicero looking down at you, tears streaming down his face. The faintest hint of like a little, not like a smile of sadness, but also remorse, so many things. Something about the smile though familiar, like the mouth wide. I'm so sorry, Fox.
We can fix it.
Yes. I'll do everything I can.
And I think in this moment, the other form melting away, all of you, including you, Vox, are looking at Alec. Standing there.
Whoa.
Hand on your shoulder. Short white hair combed to the side. Same smiling face that we've seen him in the other cabin version.
Nyx instantly wax and wane.
No. They don't remember you.
I'm gonna lean over to Perrin. Didn't you crush that guy's fucking
Right?
face?
What the
I do.
fuck is going on, Perrin? You vouched for him.
Yeah,
I remember.
Did you know?
that he's not the person you think he is.
Well, at least I don't need to go finding you.
Hey, Fauna, I know you probably can't understand me, but what the fuck is going on? Don't.
Did she fuck with your head
Remember
again?
Don't worry,
everything.
we'll find it. We'll find
blurry
it.
and
We'll
stuff.
find it. We'll find it.
Everything's happening at once.
But I'm ready to do whatever I have to do. I want them all to be okay.
I'm like looking at Fauna, like, do I pet you?
Yeah, and I
'Cause you're
think
Pharaoh?
Fox
Do
is
I
just
give you
going
a
to
hug? I
like
just put an
grab
arm
him and
over
give
Fauna.
him
I'm like,
the
we'll
biggest
find it, we'll
squeeze.
find it.
Yeah.
And kind of look over at him and then look over at Fauna and be like, we need to fix her.
There is a moment too, I think, like Balak looking over, like, I mean, Nyx, you've still got your blaster on, you're kind of like being talked down
I
by
think
Perrin.
Perrin is kind of
and,
like,
assessing
remember
the
how I got that
situation here.
other Loonstone? This is a different Loonstone. Balak. The Balak's is a different. Balak's the Loonstone. He's not the Loonstone, but he's not the Balak that did anything to
He
us.
raised us.
Coming over to you, Fauna. Cicero, Balak, takes a knee, his like hand on your back, and just gives a little whistle. And Amos flits over to his shoulder. He looks over.
You helped me once before. Help me again now. If you can find Cletus, tell him where we are.
You see Amos nods and flits off.
Man, you had so many more words you could have said.
Well,
You don't
You're
have to use all
an
24.
asshole in every timeline.
What do you mean? What? That's.
How am I? How am I?
All I knew was you were hot,
Ah, that's
and they
how-
told stories about you.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
But we
So the same.
Yeah. Sounds like I'm constant in every timeline.
we need to work on this group, and we need to fix her, and you need to trust him, because he saved you, and I am sorry. I needed to kill her too, just as badly. But I'm sorry I took that. But I need you to trust me I did the right thing, and trust me that you can trust him.
You know, for all the death I've caused over the years, it's never once made me feel good. I don't know why I expected any different.
Hey, Baron. This feels like something unpredictable.
Balak looks over to you. Balak looks over at you, Nix.
There's nothing I can do to make up for what I have done to you in this life. But if you would grant me the chance for redemption, I promise I won't disappoint you.
I may not have known it, but you've had a chance this entire time. So far, you've proven yourself. Keep it up, maybe eventually we'll get there.
Good.
They are staring daggers at him the entire time they're saying that, though.
But wait, you're not mad at him, but I'm an asshole?
You should have told me. I mean, I'm glad you did it because I would have killed you. But not you, the other you. God, everything's so confusing, but I'm starting to understand. But yes, you're still an asshole in every timeline, but you're here in every timeline.
Atticus keeps saying timeline, and you just see like him looking up, like
It's like the GIF with the bath.
just like, but Perrin's right here, but Perrin's somewhere
What
else.
I know the most.
Okay. I mean, sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know what you need to hear, but I'm trying.
I know. So thank you for keeping him safe. I don't even know what you did to get him back to this, but whatever you did, it worked.
Boy, it was a real whirlwind. Oh, the last few weeks.
There's a lot of soup, I think.
It was a lot of soup. What? Speaking of which, where the fuck is Kurt?
We're so
Oh, I think August was. August, did you get Kurt?
Balak is gonna, like, Fauna's still on the ground, reaches down to you.
It's not all lost. On your feet.
She stands up.
Let's move.
Plants are still growing from the blood magic thing that triggered.
I think, like, Balak looks over to you, Atticus, and, like, kind of, like, nods in the direction of, like, Vera's body is still unconscious, but you're close to it. Just sort of, like, nods at you to, like, you know, pick up and let's go.
Perrin is just arranged Maya's body, and he's like, he's not sure why it feels right, but like in this place that was desolate and only has life in it from Fauna's magic, he's just going to like call out in the sound that that little kind of squirrel fox made, and just kind of be like, let it bring something here.
I think because of the plant growth fund, you see plants come up and just slowly and gently like wrap around the form.
And then Perrin goes, oh wait, fuck, and he checks your pockets real quick.
Give me an investigation check because you're sliding. The plants
Almost getting stuck in the plants.
Having to like cry roots.
Nat 20!
Yeah!
Something unpredictable. In the end, it's right.
Hold on a minute.
eats the rest of Perrin's pistachios. You fucking bitch! You stole these!
It's a pretty shitty thing to get for not 20.
Yeah.
Not for me.
I really love
That feels like a win.
Yeah.
The dumbest shit always gets turned into the biggest win in my book.
You find, I mean, some typical adventuring stuff, like find a short. I think that you find like fighting. You find a couple like basically these like grab them and just like big bulky like
Some knucks.
Yeah. In addition to those things, you find a key hanging around the neck. You are welcome to give me a history check looking at it.
History?
Yep.
That was 2 nat 20s in a row.
Perrin, you've been a lot of places. I think actually we said that you had maybe at one point been to Orsad.
Yeah, he's been a lot of places. Say hello to their sister.
Keys.
Mm-hmm.
This one inscribed with. Oh my god, hold on. I have to. This is very important that I do not get this wrong. Let me find. Romance.
Speaking of Orsad, I feel like Perrin does like prestidigitation to play like the theme of Orsad or like whatever. Maybe not the national anthem, but like a popular song from there.
Yeah.
So just like a
It would be great if we had that. It's like insert here.
Insert here.
Quick, write one really fast.
It is a key held by one of two. Either it can be held by, you know that there are groups of. The libraries in Orsad work like this. All libraries hold secrets. Wizards are known for their secrets. A librarian is the one who keeps the secrets of a library.
Okay.
It is usually only the librarian who gets to know those secrets, and they carry it on and then pass it on to like their. It's called a paramagus, basically. It's like the person that succeeds them and becomes the new librarian and passes it on. This key, however, it represents that like this person could access a secret like of that library if they a very particular secret. So this isn't the key. It's not like librarian access.
Right, it's like a lockbox key.
It is a lockbox key to a secret that usually a librarian would. However, there are councils that happen in Orsad where groups of wizards can request information from a librarian, and it is ultimately up to it's in front of like a council of their peers, and ultimately up to the librarian. But if the Council of Wizards is granted access, then they are known as key holders. They receive a key to have access to this secret. This can be passed down through like bloodlines and family. Maya has one on her.
Okay.
Man, that's way cooler than when I was a librarian. We didn't have any cool shit like that.
But did you have keys?
No, you should have just got yelled at by people.
She got a free membership though, right?
Let me ask this last question to kind of like
hell yeah
wrap up before you leave this space and continue on towards Lundhelm. Is anyone doing anything else in this space?
It's Nyx holding the moonstone is going to attempt to channel the moon. And
give me what would be your, if you were a sorcerer, charisma would be your spellcasting modifier. So give me just give me a spell check.
Perrin pisses where Dinah died.
Fauna's just gonna like see if she can find any or like sense any more stag related like stuff from with that vibe, like the Fae thing.
Give me one last
before they leave this area.
Yeah, give me one last perception check. Or you can give me an insight check. You choose.
13.
13.
Right, yeah.
You feel something like a thread of moonlight tugging at your heart, pulling you north towards the Jewel of the West, up the coastline.
I'll put the limestone on, grab my father's hand, and head back home.
Can the cat give me advantage?
Absolutely.
I got a 3, so.
Are you doing insight or perception?
Well, that was worse. They both have a save modifier, but I'll do insight actually.
Okay.
So I got.
I have been holding
12.
on to a heroic inspiration. Can I pass it?
Tell me what memory you think of back to when you were children together in the alternate timeline.
I think it would be the first time Fauna was ever brought to me, and just the immediate bond of like a sisterhood, Vox having a friend and running around the room and just causing chaos together.
And the memory of Perrin being like, "You're welcome. I'm the best."
I'm the best.
Still an asshole every time.
Yeah, Vox.
Yeah, just
looking-
thinking about a really
looking
hot
at
night
Fauna
from the
as
south.
Yeah.
Older, much larger now than you remember from that alternate timeline.
Still
but the
just as
same,
feral.
Just as feral. Like the downy velvety fur coming down onto the nose. And
You're like current timeline Fauna
Yeah.
is basically alternate timeline.
you give away the inspiration point. So Fauna, you can
Roll again.
one
Mhm.
more.
Now I
shot.
feel bad. If it's bad again. It's like a
I've been
raise.
holding on to that one for
Months.
close to a year.
18. So that is 27.
All right, everybody get the fuck out of the room.
No, but
Can't do headphones off.
No.
We're all together.
Put headphones on.
La 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 la.
Earbuds.
it's I'm not gonna cut. Here's what I'm gonna tell you. Like Cicero walking in the lead. I think leaving behind him, no check necessary for this. You all see these the impressions that his footprints leave behind as he walks. There's this shimmer to them. It's like this thing where when you catch the light just right, there's that little opalesque sheen that's sort of if you look at it just right. And you see in doing that, there's these points of light that look like constellations that he's leaving behind in footsteps, walking in front of all of you. Fauna, I think you're the last one out of the garden, and as you sort of turn in this space to look back on it one last time, there's a smell. It's not the Eve wood, it's not pine, it's something else. It's more wild. It's floral, but it's like honey too. There's a spice to it that is foreign to this realm, but seems so familiar to you. It's like something that you can smell in your own fur now. I think this plant just sort of reaches out and almost in the same way actually that it cupped Dinah's face, just for a moment the leaf wraps around your hand kind of and then slides off. And you have a feeling deep within yourself that if you run hard enough and fast enough, you will always get to where you need to go. that is where we're going to end the session.
Yay.
Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye. Ooh.